Yeah, let's talk about Mayweather's daughter and NBA YoungBoy. This situation has been kind of fucking wild, especially with the current updates that have happened to it. But let's talk about it from the beginning, right? So I guess Mayweather's daughter has been involved with NBA YoungBoy romantically, um, but so have a lot of other women because apparently he gets a lot of pussy. Uh, Jesus, yeah, I'm really out of it. But hey, we gotta keep going. So yeah, NBA YoungBoy and Mayweather's daughter Yaya, I think is her name. So I guess they've been romantically, together, and she's not Yaya is not the only girl that's been involved with NBA YoungBoy. I guess he has a lot of women that are after him. They're kind of obsessed with him. You know what I mean? Like a lot of women are obsessed with him now that I'm thinking about it. Because I remember a while back when it was first discovered that he has herpes. People are kind of shocked, but there's still women, like as evidenced by this, that are still really like obsessed with NBA YoungBoy. I don't know what the fuck it is. I might have to have him on the podcast so he can explain. But yeah, I mean, just women are kind of entranced with NBA YoungBoy. So much so, I mean, this story is kind of like the perfect example of this. So apparently, there was this girl. I don't know what the fuck the girls, and I don't care to find it out, honestly. You know what I mean? I just think the situation is interesting in and of itself. In and of itself. I finally got that right. I never knew how to spell that shit. Now I know. But I just find this situation interesting, but I do not feel really like deep diving and breaking down and finding out every detail there is to know about this. All I know is that Mayweather's daughter saw NBA YoungBoy with another girl. She argued with that girl. NBA YoungBoy, I guess that girl fought. Yaya fought the girl that NBA YoungBoy was with. You know what I mean? She lost the fight, and then she left and came back with a fucking knife and stabbed that girl. Damn near killing the girl. The girl's now in like critical condition. And so you hear this, right? Right? Because it's like, I don't know, the way that I see it, because I've definitely heard cases of like Hispanic women or just other women stabbing certain people, maybe guys or just people in general, but I've never heard a story this big or with people as famous as they are, because NBA YoungBoy is one of the hottest rappers right now, undeniably. I mean, the YouTube numbers just speak for themselves, but also, Floyd Mayweather's daughter is people know Floyd Mayweather. He's one of the biggest boxers of all time. So his daughter is romantically involved with NBA YoungBoy, so much so she's so in love with NBA YoungBoy that she stabs the girl that he was with, and she stabs the girl. Do you know what it's? I mean, it's kind of. I mean, yeah, it's. I don't know what it is. This just speaks to some sort of obsession that women have over NBA YoungBoy. I mean, there has to be something. I don't know what it is. I don't want to say it, but it might be his. Let me whisper it. Might be his dick. I mean, it might be something. I don't fucking know. But these women are going crazy after Mayweather catching herpes, fucking stabbing each other. I mean, and now I just saw the update that like Mayweather's daughter is like facing 99 years in prison because obviously it is attempted murder. I mean, what the fuck, man? And she's only like 17, 18. These are all young kids. It's fucking wild what's happening in that scene. And then what's even more iconic after this point, besides the headline, it's just apparently NBA YoungBoy did an Instagram live, where he was responding to what Kodak Black somehow Kodak Black got involved in this too, and was like, oh yeah, she NBA YoungBoy snitched on Yaya, and that's why she's gonna get all those years, right? So Kodak Black said that, and then NBA YoungBoy responded to him, calling him like a bitch ass N-word, right? And then the funniest thing about the live is that so he goes into a room and wakes somebody up, and turns out it's the fucking girl that just stabbed the other girl. He's in the same house, presumably slept together as Yaya. So Yaya and NBA YoungBoy somehow were in the same fucking room like a day or 2 days after her fucking almost killing somebody. I mean, what the fuck? Is this like some kind of fucking thriller? Like, that's fucking ridiculous. And what's even crazier is that NBA YoungBoy was like calling was calling Floyd Mayweather a bitch on IG Live. I mean, this whole situation. You can find the humor in it, but let's get serious for a moment. There's one thing that I want to talk about with this that I'm seeing a lot of online discourse about, but also I want to talk about the fact that let's not ignore that this young girl who's 17 damn near killed somebody, stabbed them, not even like shooting to the head. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like stabbing is one of those things. It's like you just bleed out to death. That has to be one of the worst goddamn deaths you could ever suffer. So this girl felt so inclined, she felt so jealous, so prideful that somebody was with her man, presumably, that she went ahead and just stabbed this girl, damn near killing her. I mean, as fucking crazy as this situation is, and I laugh a lot at a lot of crazy shit. Let's not ignore how fucking serious that is. But now let's get into more of a psychological subject that came up when people were talking about this on Twitter. They were kind of saying that Floyd Mayweather failed the daughter. You know what I mean? Like that Floyd Mayweather didn't teach her right and didn't guide her. You know. And I guess seeing that from that perspective, I can understand that. I do understand, at the end of the day, where was he? Where was Floyd Mayweather in all of this, right? Like, he's the dad. He should be aware of what the fuck is going on, right? And he should be like a guiding, he should provide guidance as a parent. So I understand that he may have failed her that way, but and that's why things are great, because you can't remove the accountability that this young lady has over damn near killing somebody over a guy. You know what I mean? And I think that might have to do with, that might connect directly with daddy issues, because obviously Floyd Mayweather wasn't the best dad if she's doing this. There might be some sort of like real needy thing with Yaya that, that's why she went so extreme when she found somebody else was with her, with NBA YoungBoy, and she's just really attached to him because her daddy wasn't in her life. Now I'm psychoanalyzing Yaya. You know what I mean? It is what it is, but it's just like, it's just interesting. You know what I mean? So I think, what I was trying to say is just like, there's some accountability from both sides, right? Like, she was 17 or 18. That's, young adult, but that's still an adult technically, right? You're not like 13. You know what I mean? And even if you are 13, you still get accountability. People can say, no, you're young, but you're not. It's like, regardless of your age, right? If you're like after a certain age, like, and I would say a certain age is like 16, 17, 18, you should know that, stabbing somebody could get you 99 years in prison. I feel like that just should be a common knowledge between people, and that should be something that you understand or should know before attempting to fucking kill somebody. You know what I mean? This isn't high school. This is not only are you the daughter of the most popular boxer, one of the most popular boxers of all time, but you're also dealing with one of the most popular hip hop artists right now. You know what I mean? This is a very high profile case. This is not just two random women fighting in Kensington. You know what I mean? So it's just a fucking crazy situation. That's all. That's kind of all I wanted to talk about with that. It's sad, it's crazy, it's fucking wild. It's a lot of different things, but I hope I don't know, man. I was gonna say I hope she doesn't get the 99 years, but it's just like, because she's so young, so it'll be so depressing. I could see it being down. You know what I mean? I could see them bringing down the sentence, but still, this is just fucking wild. I hope the person that was stabbed is fine, because I feel like that's the real victim of all this. You know what I mean? I feel like the person who almost died might be the actual victim, so I hope.